Hey everyone, hope everyone is having an awesome day today and gearing up for a lovely Thanksgiving to those who are celebrating. But let's just get right into the plays from today that I wanted to go over. I didn't really get enough time to chart last night, or this morning. I've just been absolutely swamped with schoolwork here. But I won't get into all the excuses. But I was able to chart a little bit, and here I am going over some of those today. All right, so first things first, we had AMD, which was a huge winner. It would have paid beautifully. And here are the confirmations, as you can see here on the screen. Bouncing off this daily demand, increasing volume on the daily chart, beautiful daily base and candle where we can speculate daily demand to be formed, and at the same time, the 150.5-ish area is where we have a key level, and the 150 number is just going to be a psychological level or number anyway. And that was the plan going into today. I know that a couple people actually took this, and congrats to a specific member that actually came out really well with this one. So I'm glad that I was able to help you spot this play. All right, now let's get into the chart. This is beautiful. I love whenever we, whenever we come down and pick up more orders from demand. So if we just go look at a daily chart real quick, if I were to come here, so you look to the right of the screen here, we kind of see that we're kind of gaining some kind of momentum here. But I really like this lower wick here. And this is a beautiful basing candle. We came into this key demand. This is a demand zone, especially this one down here. But this is kind of what fueled the move to all-time high break again. And I speculate that we're going to be making daily demand here. And look at this absolutely beautiful daily demand here. We're bouncing from another daily demand, and a drop base rally is what we love to see, especially in an uptrend like this. So intraday, we can see that we came down to this daily demand, the key daily demand, and picked up more orders, kind of making like this weird looking head and shoulders pattern here. We've got a shoulder here, the head here, another shoulder here. Not the best, but you get the idea. And you can kind of see that it had like this uptrend here. If I just draw it out real quick, you can kind of see that it was beautiful. Doesn't get any cleaner than that. We had beautiful volume picking up. You can see this volume kind of picking up, increasing towards the level. So I would have entered either calls around here. So as soon as I see his basing here and coming up, it's possible that you could have calls here with a stop below the low, something along those lines. Or you could have been more conservative like myself. You could have taken it as soon as you saw us moving up with a stop below VWAP. Or I would have taken calls, above this purple line you see here, because that was where we broke this upper trend line on this head and shoulders neckline kind of break. Of course, it's a bad head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders, but you get the idea. Correlated perfectly with this key level area, speculating demand area. And look at that. We have interest here. You can easily tell we have interest here. And within a couple minutes, we hit this price target to a penny. Well, not to a penny, but within 2 cents. Can't get any better than that. Would have scaled one there and would have let the other one, ride or whatever and have riding. And then, so it would have been a beautiful, beautiful trade. Just upset I wasn't able to take it since I was in class. But the trade I did take today was on ES. And let's get into that one. Oh, actually, I have this Nvidia play that I'll go over. I did chart Nvidia, but it never triggered. And it actually bounced perfectly from this 1 hour demand zone. I was actually looking at Nvidia to the short side, but buyers kind of defended this gap area, and we kind of took off from there. But no real setup on that one for me, to be honest. I was mainly looking to the downside, but the setup I did see was ES. It was at the same time that NQ was bouncing from a key demand zone, holding the low of day or pre-market. I forget what it was exactly, but the more important thing is the chart here. I know a couple people had a demand zone right in this area. I really didn't love it. I had this kind of trend line anyway, so it was kind of the same thing. I really wanted to see us touch this zone and then come back up, but that's not really, not really what happened. But I missed this initial break. And if I was playing multiple contracts, this is exactly where I would have entered. I saw us, this nice wick here, volume obviously coming in, would have taken it above here. We failed previous previously in the day. It's possible that I could have taken this and gotten stopped out. But that's for, another kind of thing. As soon as you see it not working out or going above, then I probably would have, gotten out if I were to take that there. But I got to my computer right around this blue arrow. My pre-market plan, which on ES, which I didn't post, was I had a couple. To the downside, I was thinking below this demand zone, this key demand zone, targeting down here to this, this demand area, or I think there was another demand zone in here. And then we had a key level here, so I was either going to target puts to the downside, but that plan kind of already happened before I was able to get to it. And then on the upside, if we kind of hit this demand zone where I was seeing that buyers were stepping in, would have taken it above there. If we rallied, I would have taken calls above this key level in the morning, of course, but we just didn't really have VVM, so there would have been no trade here. So I would have liked us to see us base out, which we kind of did here. So it's possible to take calls right around here, but again, look at this, decreasing, VVM. So I wouldn't have taken it. Whereas this trade where I did take it was a lot better. As soon as I saw buyers kind of stepping in here, this is decent volume. Would love to see a little bit more, but I felt like it was good. As soon as I saw this kind of wick coming in, I entered. And we were holding above this 4668 area, and that was where my key level was. And the plan was if we dropped below it and held value below it, I would have gotten out, or rather, kind of closed below there. And I felt that was a good stop just because it kind of acts as, support and resistance. I had probably the best thing about this trade was I had an enormous amount of patience. Oh yeah, my target was this 30-minute supply. So I entered right here at 4669, and the stop was 4667.75 area, right below this key level if we couldn't hold above it. And then the target was 4684, so about a 1 to 16 risk to reward ratio. So it was an enormous trade, and it was beautiful. Full transparency, I did stop out of this position here. My Wi-Fi crashed in this dorm, so I was not happy about that, and I kind of just panic sold on my phone using data, and it was unfortunate because this trade actually worked out. And I just can't wait to go home to my own trading station so I can not really worry about stuff like this. And then I kind of called it quits after that because I was worried about the Wi-Fi again. But overall, a really nice trade. I would have scaled one here as soon as we broke the highs, getting that premium spike, and then rode one out to here and kind of just let it run. So overall, a very, very nice trade. I felt this was one of my better trades in a while, and I hope you guys learned something. And please let me know if you have any questions or comments.